ignorant ones. May I please ask, how far do you think that Muslims living in a secular society have been infected in their thinking by these secular ideas to new movements springing up? That's a good point. There's a lot of movements that really they're just secularized ideas. Their methodologies have been adopted by Marxism. I mean, a lot of the Muslim movements literally were influenced by fascism and Marxism. Completely alien ideas to Islam. And Marxism, first of all, Marxism critiques. They don't really offer, they never offer a real solution. They just critique. Marxists are very good at critiques. Their solutions are slogans, right? That's what they are. So when you hear Muslims saying Islam is the solution, that's called a slogan, right? No, where is it? Let's see it. What is it? That takes intellectual depth. That takes thinking. You know, anybody can just learn Islam is the solution, but to actually know what Islam does in a given situation and how we bring it about, that takes depth, that takes thought, that takes analysis. We have to transcend the slogan Islam. And we can't do that if we follow methodologies of sloganeers and pamphleteers. How can Muslims be united? Again, Allah says in the Quran, تَحْسَبُهُمْ جَمِيعًا وَقُلُوبُهُمْ شَتَّى. You consider them all gathered together and their hearts are dispersed. Allah tells us why. تنبيه الكتاب ذلك بأنهم قوم لا يعقلون. Because they're people that don't use their intellect. The way that people become united is literally by using the intellect. And the reason that the Jewish people are able to come together, even though they have massive differences within their communities, is because they use their rational thought. What is the maslahah? Muslims, we've forgotten the idea of maslahah. What's the benefit of this thing? Everybody just wants to put themselves up and put everybody down. It's like what the Native Americans say, too many chiefs and not enough Indians. You see, that's what we've become. Everybody, every opinionated person impressed with his opinions. Opinions have to be thrown into the light of the Book of Allah and the Sunnah of the Messenger. And if they're not, then we just throw them like Imam Malik says or Imam Shafi'i, that we أضرب به على أرض الحائط. Just throw it up against the wall, because it's worthless. So the way we unite is by literally using our intellect. Because Allah says the reason people are disunited is because they don't use their intellects. And unfortunately we've stopped using, I'm actually trying to work out the exact historical point when we stopped using our intellect. But it seems at a certain point all the Muslims just went and just turned some key and stopped thinking. And part of not thinking also is being afraid of dialogue. You know, Muslims, we become very closed-minded. We don't like to. Abu Hanifa sat with atheists. He sat with materialists in masjids. And they talked like human beings. Hatu ma indakum. Let's see what you have. They weren't afraid. Why? Because they knew with yaqeen. They had yaqeen. They had hujjaj. They had baraheen. Allah says that these are basair. That what Allah gives us are proofs. But if you don't know them, any Tom, Dick, or Harry could come along and just get you confused. So Muslims, they get afraid of literally sitting and debating. We'd rather kill each other than debate. It seems easier just to hit somebody over the head than have to think about what they're saying.